Okay, get up on the roof here at 3305 Carnegie Street in Titusville. Zach, I made a bunch of notes up on the roof and I decided to do a quick little 2-minute video. That way you get to hear and see everything about this roof, this property, as I see it. So 3 reminder errors real quick. First one, we're going to replace this flashing. It's called the drip edge with your new roof. The second arrow is we have a promotion where we're including gutters, new gutters, with every roof. And the new gutters, these are like 4-inch gutters. The new gutters are 6-inch gutters. It's just another added feature for the property as well too. And then the third arrow is to talk about the flat roof in general. So the good thing about this flat roof, there's really nothing fun or sexy about flat roofs, but what is great about this flat roof is that it already has the built-in required pitch or slope to keep that water moving away from the house. So you have a 1/2 inch for every 12 inches of slope already built into the house. So what that means for you is that we don't have to include the very expensive glorified tapered insulation board to give the house, any house, that adequate slope to keep the water moving away. So that's just another plus, really. Not going to really talk about the condition too much. You pretty much already know that this roof needs to be replaced. The flat roof, by the way, goes to about here underneath the shingle section. That's what the diagram that I've provided you is going to show in the measurements. Measured all the vents here. I've accounted for them. This is called a pan roof. We're not going to touch that, but we will continue with the drip edge around the sides here. A few missing shingles, but all in all, pretty decent shape. I walked pretty much every inch of the roof and it feels rather stable underfoot. You get 2 free sheets of plywood. Those can be cut into pieces if needed, but you get 2 sheets included with the purchase of your roof. Real quick, I want to talk about how Collis, or how we're going to do your roof correctly for you. Forgive my metal example here. You're going to go with shingles as well as the flat roof material, but it's really not the top layer that's so important. It's all the layers underneath that beg talking about, at least for a minute. So imagine this with me. We're going to remove all the plywood, get down to the bare plywood roof on every section. We're going to inspect that bare plywood. Anything remotely bad, we're going to replace, just like we talked about. The 2 building codes here in Florida and in Brevard County, the first one says re-nail the plywood to the roof trusses. The code used to be every 12 inches, now it's 6 inches. We go every 4 to 5 inches. So we're going to double, triple the number of nails holding your plywood to your roof trusses. The really big improvement in the codes is the waterproof barrier. We're going to cover every inch of this bare plywood roof, this super sticky, rubberized waterproof barrier called peel and stick. So in the event when we do get a hurricane, even if you lose some shingles, it's still not going to allow the water inside the house. So that's a much added benefit. We don't use the old-timey felt paper anymore. And then on top of that, we're going to put your Owens Corning shingles. I would say, because of this house and the white trim and the pretty colors, I would just as soon go for probably the lightest one, antique silver, something in that category. That would be my #1 pick. And that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you. So I'll send this video to you right away. Thanks, Zach.